She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan.
Her policies on our website are copied and pasted right from Joe Biden's website. They're not even hers.
Bidenomics is working.
Bidenomics is working.
We have the strongest economy in the world.
Our economy is the strongest in the world.
My Build Back Better framework.
Our Build Back Better framework.
To a steady and stable growth.
Stable and steady growth.
We've come so far since my inauguration.
Our country has come a long way since President Biden and I took office.
Nothing says her vision like copy and paste from the boss, does it? Right? I mean, come on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Nez Nation Live. OMG. Come on in. Tap that thumbs up. It is so amazing to see you. I hope you're doing fantastic. I am your host, Professor Nez. This is a show where we dive deep, sharing with you the objective truth, everything that's happening in our country, everything that's happening in the geopolitical landscape, so that you're always in the know. Everything that the fake woke mafia media won't share with you. Let me know where you're joining me from. If you're watching this on the replay, give me a capital TR in the comments for Team Replay. Oh my God. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about today. Grab your popcorn, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite, I can't even talk. It's insanity. It is complete insanity. Kamala Harris just gave an interview to a local ABC affiliate, and I couldn't believe what I saw. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Nez, I can't stand to watch her. I get it. Nez, I can't stand the sound of her voice. I get it. Nez, I just had my breakfast. I just had my lunch. I just had my dinner. We can't do this right now. I get it. But guess what? There is a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. Just stick around because, yes, this needs to be shared with everybody. If you're planning on voting for Kamala Harris after I don't know why in the world you even think that other than having TDS. And TDS is the direct consequence and byproduct of propaganda that has been perpetuated by the woke fake mafia media. That's why we're having such a vast, glorious, large walk away movement. Hashtag walk away. What does that mean, Nez? We're seeing the largest exodus from the Democratic Party that we've seen in the history of politics. People are fed up. People are sick and tired. People are done. They're so frustrated. They're at their wits' end. They can't pay their mortgage. They can't pay their rent. Young people can't buy a new home because interest rates are completely out of control due to this outlandish spending Bidenomics. They're sick and tired of not feeling safe in their community, their neighborhood. They're going after the dogs. They're going after the dogs. Cats and dogs. They're going after the pets, and the people can't stand it. You gotta vote for Trump. Sorry, I love him. How do you not love this guy? Oh, his rally last night in Vegas was on fire. I might do a replay live stream or something on it, but it's just, we go live a lot and watch Trump, and we have a party. It is such a blast. So make sure you subscribe and sign up for our free newsletter if you haven't already. People are sick and tired of feeling like they can't, go down the street. They can't go down to their favorite shopping center because smash and grabs, crime, theft, murder, everything, it's all skyrocketing under this administration. They're seeing illegals like we've never seen. And these are not people looking for the promised land. These are people who are looking to literally just take advantage of everything they can and just kind of conquer and pillage. Literally, that's what they're trying to do. So we're seeing a huge walk away movement. And I'm going to tell you, thank you so much, Lainey Davis. Great to see you. I will give shout outs to all super chats, new members, and super stickers at the end, so stick around. But here's the thing. We have to go through this. This interview with Kamala Harris, this local interview, when I first watched this, I literally thought it was fake. I go, this is AI. This can't be real. It is so preposterous. It is so unbelievably bad. Trainwreck doesn't cover it. Meltdown doesn't cover it. And so the way that I'm going to fortify your will and your strength to sit through this with me is that I'm going to share something at the end. The title of this video and show is "The Fallout is Worse Than You Thought." There's good news. There is a gigantic pot of gold. Okay, I'm not good at Irish accents. When I was a wee laddie, there's a gigantic pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. I'll stop, sorry. So I'm going to share with you the latest, the most trustworthy, credible pollster out there, Nate Silver. I'm going to share with you, stick around, the outcome of this. But this is so important that we talk about this meltdown because it just further solidifies, it further cements the fraudulence, the phoniness, the cackler, the absolute unqualified, undeserving train wreck that is this Kamala Harris campaign. So we got a lot to cover. We got a lot to talk about. And you know what? Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Again, just a full caveat. We're going to watch this together and we're going to react to this together. If you haven't seen this, it's absolutely going viral everywhere. I just literally couldn't believe it. I was watching this. I go, this can't be real. This has to be a skit. It's so bad. It is such drivel. She doesn't answer any question. It is so bad. We need to share this. We need to make this video go viral. Tap the thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know, especially with people you think or you know, family, neighbors, friends that are voting for this cretin. This is an absolute abomination of the highest degree. And so we're going to watch this. But again, if you're thinking to yourself, Nez, I can't do it. Nez, I can't do it. Look, I get it. I totally get it. I know where you're coming from. I completely get where you're coming from, and I know how you feel. Just trust me, there is a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, and you're not going to regret it. Stick around because I'm going to share with you the results, the aftermath. It is unbelievable. Okay, let's get right into it. Holy mackerel. This is real, by the way. This is not an SNL skit. This is actually real. Now, body language experts, somebody who's taught actual communications, business communications, speech, public speaking, I can tell you this. Good to see you, Laura Tilford. Oh, we got the best mods in the business. I know this stream was a little bit kind of happenstance impromptu, but it just warranted this immediate production of this broadcast because this is huge. So this is just somebody who understands body language, somebody who's studied this, somebody who's researched this, somebody who is a professional speaker, who's actually, been paid to keynote a lot of events. I can tell you right now, her body language at the beginning of this is one of unreal, unprecedented dread, fear, and nervosity. Never mind the fact, listen to her voice, listen to the dryness of her throat, listen to how many times she swallows. There is no question when this woman does not have a teleprompter or a rigged debate where all of the parameters are to her advantage, bent in her advantage. She's given all of the answers. She's given all of the questions, which, by the way, ABC has just lost over $30 million of advertising revenue. Why? Because people absolutely are fed up. They're so upset that it's literally, I call it election interference, what happened in that ABC debate. She was given all the answers. She was given all the advantage, and she was never, ever fact-checked. Not once was she fact-checked. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Holy mackerel.
Madam Vice President, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for your time today.
Ryan.
Our audience appreciates your time.
Of course.
As you know, we're sitting here in a state and arguably in front of an audience that 54 days from now could decide the outcome of this presidential election. Yeah. You hear it more than I do. People want to know more about you and about your specific plans. At the debate the other night, you talked about creating an opportunity economy. Mm-hmm. I wonder if we could drill down on that a little bit. When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised.
What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? He asked you a very specific question. What are you going to do specifically? I even posted this on X. By the way, follow me on X. I post a lot of stuff on X. A lot of stuff on X. That's what I do. I post a lot of stuff on X that I can't post anywhere else. She keeps talking about this opportunity economy, which that's America. America is the opportunity economy, you mook. What the hell are you talking about? Did that, by the way, did that sound familiar? So first of all, she didn't answer the question at all, and you'll see as I let this roll. But this was a very, very specific question. I have no idea who this dude is. I just know he's an ABC affiliate. This was a very, very specific question. He even said, let's drill down on what you're talking about. Can you give us some specifics? I grew up in a middle class. What the hell are you talking about? What does that mean? Nobody gives a rat's ass where you grew up. Answer the question. Give us something substantive, something concrete, something. You're running for the highest office in the land, you undaunted troglodyte. You're running for the highest executive position in the history of mankind because we are a superpower. We are a super nation. We are the lighthouse for the rest of the world, the leader of the free world. And you can't answer a simple question. How does that make sense? Here's another thing I want to say. Okay, here's another thing I just want to say really quickly. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Nez, just get on with it. No. This is important. Okay, this is extremely important, and I'll tell you why. Because if you forgot, what was the very first question that David Muir asked? What was the very first question that David Muir asked at the debate? Anybody who tells you that Kamala won the debate is completely ignorant to the truth. There's no doubt about it. 100% ignorant to the truth. Listen to this. What did he ask her? Listen to this. She has no answers. She has no answers. She has no plan. What the world are we watching here? This is America? What in the world are we watching here? This is what's happening to our country? Does that sound familiar, guys? Did that sound familiar? Tell me, did that sound familiar? It was the same exact answer, which was a non-answer. And by the way, she had help during that debate, and she still answered like that. She had help during that debate. Okay, let's go back. I'm just so appalled. I'm sorry, Nez, you're so emotional. Nez, you're so upset. This is my country that I love. This is the country of my kids and my great-great-great-grandkids one day. Of course I'm angry. You should be angry. This is preposterous. She is a puppet imposter. She has zero qualifications. She slept her way to the top in politics. Willie Brown in San Francisco, Attorney General. She destroyed my state. She had one job as vice president. She had one job. Oh, Cat Snow. Is Cat Snow here? I'll make her a mod. Sorry. Cat Snow, are you up for being a mod? Because Jim, hold on a second. Yes. Okay. You are now a moderator. Congratulations, Cat Snow. I lost my train of thought. District Attorney of San Francisco, Willie Brown. Zero qualifications, zero merit, okay? And San Francisco is a dystopia. Attorney General of California. California is experiencing the largest budget deficit, history of the state, largest illegal migrant crossings, history of the state, largest taxes, history of the state, largest exodus of businesses, big and small, and residents in the history of the state. Oh, and then let's just promote her as a DEI pick, which Biden actually confirmed. DEI pick confirmed to be vice president. And guess what? She had one task. She had one task as vice president. She was the border czar. And we have the worst border crisis in the history of our country. How can you vote for this? I get that you don't like Trump. I get it. But remove yourself. Take a step back. How can you vote for this cretin who is lying? She's the phoniest, most fraudulent bag of molecules in the history of mankind. She is the most deceitful. She doesn't even know the truth. She wouldn't know the truth if it landed right in her tentacles. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just so upset. I apologize. I'm just so upset that this is what we've got. I'm just so upset that this is what we got. It drives me absolutely crazy because, guys, there is a chance. Okay, I'm going to show you the poll, okay? There is a chance that she could actually win. There is a chance. I know it sounds crazy, but there is a chance. Okay, here we go. So she doesn't answer the first question.
Very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager.
Nobody cares.
I grew up in a community of hardworking people, construction workers.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
And teachers. And I try to explain to some people who may not have had the same experience, but a lot of people will relate to this. I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn,
She sounds drunk, you guys. She sounds absolutely hammered. She's got to be on something. I grew up, people cared about their lawns, and that horrifying, cringeworthy, detestable, reprehensible, vomit-inducing, diarrhea-inducing shake of her head and that cackle and that smile. By the way, she was coached. How many times did she cackle during the debate? I think 0, maybe once. But I think either 0.5 or maybe once because they coached her. Do not cackle. I know you want to cackle. I know it is one of your all-time hobbies. You want to cackle. Don't cackle. Don't do it. That might be, it's like the bar. How low does the bar have to go? Oh, the left woke media. She won. She decimated Trump. She totally baited him. She was presidential because she put a couple sentences together? Because she didn't sound like she had a cognitive disease? How low is the bar being set? This is the highest office of our land. I can't believe this is my country right now. There's no way that this cretin can win, y'all. What is she saying? She's drunk. Word salad. What the hell are you talking? This is anybody who nods their head at this and goes, yes, I love this. Aspirations, dreams. Yeah, lawn care. Oh, yeah, construction. She hasn't lived next to a construction worker since 1983. Are you joking me right now, sister? Who are you talking about? Who are you trying to fool? You have been climbing the corporate mattress for 30 years. You have not stayed around anybody real in the last 30, 40 years. Impossible. What construction worker? What police officer? What teacher? What lawn are you talking about? Answer the question. What are you going? She doesn't have a plan, you guys. She doesn't have an idea. She doesn't have a clue. There's nothing up there. It's just literally drivel. It is literally capital D. Everybody give me a capital D in the comments right now. Drivel. That's all it is.
and creating opportunity for people, for example, to start a small business. My mother, worked long hours, and our neighbor helped raise us. We used to call her, I still call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small business owners. I learned who they are from my childhood. And
what is your plan? Stop talking about your vacant, empty, nobody has any evidence. By the way, oh my God, I might just have like a stroke right here on live TV. I know my wife always says, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, Naz. And she's right. She lied about working at McDonald's. I want to ask you a very, very serious question. She lied about working at McDonald's. What kind of a human being would lie about something like that? When we live in an era where information is an all-time level of accessibility. What kind of person would lie about that? We're going to find out. Are you that vapid and empty and soulless? You're running for the highest office in the land and you lie about working at McDonald's? Somebody tell me what is going on here. Somebody tell me how this installed puppet has anybody. I don't care if it's 10% in the polls. And by the way, stick around, mods, let everybody know, stick around. I'm going to show you something. The direct outcome, the fallout is insane. It's so much worse than anybody thinks. I'm going to share with you the latest data coming up. You're not going to believe what I'm going to share with you. How can you lie about McDonald's? You're running for the highest office in the land. How can you lie about that? What are you trying to prove? It's worse than narcissist. I saw somebody type in the comments, narcissist. This is like sociopath, narcissist, megalomania all wrapped up into one. It's the kind of unfettered, unabashed lying that she's so full of it that she actually believes her own BS. Like, it's one thing to know you're full of crap, which I know a lot of politicians, especially the swamp. It's one thing to know you're completely full of crap and you're just spewing it. But I actually think she believes this stuff is impactful and effective. She's like, oh yeah, these are all lies, but God, they do sound good to me. Oh, it drives me crazy. So she still hasn't answered the question. Is she gonna keep going on this, on her middle class upbringing?
And she was a community leader. She hired locally. She mentored.
Answer the question.
Our small businesses are so much a part of the fabric of our communities, not to mention, really, I think the backbone of America's economy. So my opportunity economy plan includes giving startups a $50,000 tax deduction to start their small business. It used to be $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000.
Who's going to pay for that? Is that a realistic logistical plan? Who's going to pay for that?
But investing in people's innovative ideas and giving them the ability to go for it. Opportunity economy means, look, we don't have enough housing in America. We have a housing supply shortage. And what that means...
That was caused by you. You keep saying a new path forward. That was caused by you and vegetable in chief, Tombstone Biden. I didn't do anything for 4 years, but I'm going to fix it. The guy that's running against Kamala, the guy that we have essentially imbued so much vitriolic, violent rhetoric about that somebody tried to attempt to assassinate him. Thank God they failed. Thank God he turned his head in time. And by the way, they didn't mention that once at the debates. They didn't mention that once. Why? Shame on you, David Muir. Shame on you, Lindsay's sorority sister. By the way, she was a sorority sister. They didn't disclose that. They didn't disclose that conflict of interest. Remember, they fact-checked Trump 100 times. You know how many times they fact-checked Kamala? Goose egg. Zero. Nada. See ya. wouldn't want to be you.
In particular, for so many younger Americans, the American dream is elusive. It's just actually not attainable. So part of my plan is
Because of you, because of your famed advertising. You were the one that promoted Bidenomics is working. Why can't people afford their energy bill? Why can't people afford their rent? Why can't anybody buy a new home? Why did the Fed raise interest rates? Why is inflation at an all-time high? Why are everyday Americans struggling? And instead of helping them on the anniversary of 9/11, you swamp swine actually have the audacity to sign another Ukrainian aid package of almost 800 million of our taxpayer dollars on the anniversary. Blinken is a part of the cabal. It's the Blinken, Obama, Chuck the Buck Schumer, pushing up daisies, Pelosi, Clinton cabal. And Soros, they all sit at the table in the boardroom. Kamala has no power. Biden has no power. These are all just puppets. They have no power at all. Zero. I played that video in that previous video that I produced, that previous broadcast, where Obama clearly stated in a video, said, if it were up to me, I'd be in my sweatpants. You know, if you haven't seen that, I know the mods recognize it and the OG audience members recognize it, where he was literally saying, man, I would love to just have an earpiece, be in my sweats, and I could dictate everything. That's his dream. It's coming true. It's finally coming true, Obama. Your plan to divide this country to such DEFCON 1 levels is finally coming true. I hope you're proud of yourself.
to work with the private sector and housing developers to give them a tax credit, to be able to partner with us as the government to build, and my goal is 3 million new homes by the end of my first term. In addition, to help people who just want to get their foot in the door, literally. And so giving first-time home buyers a $25,000 down payment assistance.
Which every economist has proven that all you're going to do is raise every single home price. Every seller is going to raise their asking price by $25,000. That's all you've proven. This has been proven over and over and over again. Nothing. These are, yeah, exactly. Good to see you, Robert. Robert's in the house. Exactly. Chuck Kreiner. This is a socialist plan. I mean, she even said she's more left than Lenin. I mean, she's more left than, she's the most liberal left senator, even more left than Bernie Sanders, who Bernie Sanders literally touted socialism, right?
To be able to just get in the door, and then they will do the work that they need to do to save and to pay that mortgage and to build wealth for themselves and their family. Those are some examples of what I want to talk about. The economy, and a lot of it has to do with just the community I was raised in and the people.
She's still talking about her. I can't believe this. She's still talking about her upbringing. She's still talking about, I was raised in a middle-class family. I was raised in a middle-class family. That's not the excuse. And by the way, why didn't David Muir fact check her? Why didn't David Muir, who supposedly is the anchor of America, who supposedly is a real, authentic journalist, went to school to be a broadcaster? The number one rule is to make sure that your subject answers the question and don't let them off the hook. You think they would have let Trump answer like this? Excuse me, President Trump. Americans are having a tough time right now, and I wonder if you could drill down your economic plan. I tell you what, I was raised in a family. I was raised in a family, probably the most beautiful family, actually. They would pounce on him. She gets away with it.
That I admired, who work hard, and deserve to have.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Their dreams fulfilled because they're prepared to work for it.
Oh,
You talked at the debate and at previous appearances about turning the page on the past. And in fact, here today in Johnstown, you're talking about a new way forward.
Yeah.
I think
which
some
means
people
nothing.
have a question, given maybe your current role as Vice President of the United States, how different you are from Joe Biden. And so I wonder if there are one or two spots,
She's not.
policy areas or approaches where you would say, I'm a different person.
Well, I'm obviously not Joe Biden.
Oh, did you see that? She wanted to cackle. Oh, it took every molecule of strength not to cackle. Well, I'm not Joe Biden. She wanted to cackle. The cackler. Oh, it takes every ounce of effort in this swine to not cackle.
And, I offer a new generation of leadership. And
How?
So, for example, thinking about developing and creating an opportunity economy where
Oh my God, she said it again. Hey, dum dum. Hey, mook. Hey, capital M Momo. America, its founders, its vision, the concept and the application of free enterprise, the free market, a meritocracy. America is about where the best idea wins, regardless of your skin tone, regardless of your sexual orientation, your gender, your ethnicity, your religion. America is about the free market. The best person for the job, not parasitic, cancerous, discriminatory practices like DEI, didn't earn it, which is the exact opposite of inclusion, which is the exact opposite of diversity, which is the exact opposite of hiring the best person for the job. That's the American ideal. And you and Biden have decimated it. You've eviscerated it because of your woke ideologies. That's the opportunity. What this is BS. This is absolute dreck.
it's about investing in areas that really need a lot of work.
God, this is such. How is this not an SNL skit? Somebody in the comments right now, please tell me, am I being punked? Am I being punked right now, Yvonne? Somebody tell me, am I being punked? I must be getting punked right now. This can't be real. I mean, this can't be real. I mean, I just don't understand this. How is this real? How is this real? I don't understand how this is not a sitcom. This is not a situational comedy, a variety show. How is this real? We are collectively being punked. I truly believe that we are. I truly believe that we are. This can't be real. And I think she's drunk. I definitely think she's on something.
And maybe focusing on, again, the aspirations and the dreams, but also
oh my God, she went back to it.
Some of this.
She went back to the aspirations and dreams. Woo, Nelly, there is a reason why. There is a smart. By the way, the 50, 60 days since they executed a coup, and basically, as Trump said, they threw Biden out in the middle of the street, essentially just threw him out like a piece of garbage. This is only her second sit down. And by the way, it's her first. I mean, you can't make this up. This is her first solo interview because she brought her little puppy dog, Tampon Tim, to the first interview. This is her only first solo interview, and it's with somebody I've never heard of. Have you ever heard of this guy? I've never heard of him. It's some local affiliate, not a major network, not like Trump goes on every single podcast, goes on Lex Friedman, goes on all these top podcasts, top shows, does an entire X Space unscripted 2 hours with Elon Musk. This is her very first solo interview. And this is what she sounds like. No wonder they don't want her talking to anybody. No wonder she doesn't do any press conferences. No wonder she doesn't want the American public to really know who she is.
Stuff we could take for granted years ago, we can't take for granted anymore. For example, another plan that I have that is a new approach is to expand the child tax credit to $6,000 for young families for the first year of their child's life, because that is obviously a very critical stage of development of a child.
Yeah, we don't need pediatric advice right now. We don't need pediatric advice right now. Just answer the damn question, you empty vessel. Answer the question. And just be honest for once in your life. You don't have a plan. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have zero qualifications. You shouldn't even be in a 100-mile radius of the White House. He asked you, how are you different from Biden? And your only answer is, I'm going to give a higher tax credit than him. That's your only answer. And more Caesar salad word nothingnesses. That's your only answer. That's your only distinction. That's your only differentiation. This is a crock. This is malarkey, as Biden would say.
And a lot of young parents need the help to buy a car seat or a crib or clothes.
You don't give a rat's
And
ass
so
about parents.
my approach is about new ideas, new policies that are directed at the current moment.
What
And
are you
also,
talking
to be
about?
very honest with you,
What new
my
ideas?
focus is very much in what we need to do over the next 10, 20 years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What we're going to do. I mean, that's what it's about. Oh, my God. I'm going to die. I'm going to die right now. Somebody in the comments, let me know. What are her new ideas? Give me one new idea. Somebody posted this really recently. Everything that they said that Trump would have done, he would have done already. He already had 4 years, but everybody was prosperous. We had no wars. I could afford gas. I could afford to buy a home. Interest rates were fantastic. My portfolio was fantastic. My investments were fantastic. My kids felt safe. Police could actually do their job. Authorities could actually do their job. She's saying that Trump is going to ruin the country and that I'm going to fix all the problems. Why didn't she do it 4 years ago? And why didn't Trump ruin the country 8 years ago? Somebody explain that to me. It makes zero sense. This is garbage. Give me a big, giant capital G for garbage.
To catch up to the 21st century around, again,
Oh,
capacity.
God,
but
this
also
is
challenges.
awful.
Crime and public safety are two major issues.
Okay, so this guy who nobody knows. Look at that reaction. Look at that reaction. Wait, hold on. Look at the reaction. This is gold. Oh my God, this is so good. Look at this reaction right here. Does this look like he got a satisfied answer? He almost can't even hide it. Watch this.
Crime and public safety are
He's like, I don't know what the hell you just said, but let's move on.
two major issues, right at the forefront of voters' minds in Philadelphia as well, where crime is a significant issue. When we talk about crime, the conversation turns to gun safety as well. And I think you actually probably caught a lot of people off guard, maybe a bit by surprise in the debate the other night when you mentioned that you are a gun owner. I know you said it in 2019 as well.
She's not a gun owner.
Talk about your values on this issue. When it comes to gun ownership, where do you draw the line?
She's not a
in
gun
America
owner.
on gun ownership and gun use?
Oh, here comes a
Well,
lie.
like you said, Brian, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz, my running mate, is also a gun owner. I'm not taking it this way. I support the Second Amendment,
No, you
and I
don't.
support reasonable gun safety laws.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Liar.
Part
Liar.
of my approach to this is I was a career prosecutor for most of my career.
You
I have
slept your way to
personally
the top.
prosecuted
You
homicide
climbed the
cases.
corporate mattress.
I have personally looked at autopsies. I have personally seen
No, you haven't.
what assault weapons do to the human body.
Liar.
And so I feel very strongly
Wrong.
that it is consistent with the Second Amendment and your right to own a gun to also say we need an assault weapons ban. They're literally tools of war.
Oh, you're so out of
They
your
were
element.
literally designed to kill a.
So she denied the fact that she, supported the buyback, mandatory buyback. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you one thing. I think it was 2020. Gun sales went up the roof, as they should. They've even tripled, I think, or quadrupled since then. Because why? Because of these awful defund the police, BLM supporting, criminal supporting policies and woke ideologies. America, let's make America safe again. Do you guys realize that the largest, most traditional, most credible police union and police membership backed and endorsed Trump? The Border Patrol Union, who has gone on serious rants on X against Biden, supports and endorses Trump. The National Firefighters, every police department from coast to coast has endorsed Donald Trump. Why? Because these guys let criminals get off. These guys let illegal cartel member thug migrants who are eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. Come on, we can't have that. They all endorse Trump. They're sick and tired of these defund the police. Give me a refund the police in the comments right now. We need to refund the police. We need law and order. In the great words of the philosopher king Marcus Aurelius, without law and order, a society will go into anarchy. We need law and order. She doesn't give a rat's ass about that.
A lot of human beings quickly. I say we need universal background checks. The majority of NRA members support that. Why? Because it's just reasonable. You just might want to know before someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves.
She is so cringe.
You just might want to know.
2 final questions, if I might.
Sure.
On the appeal of the man you were running against, as you drove here today, you likely saw a lot of Trump signs. Mm-hmm. He has an historic appeal in this country. And as you are someone running against him and trying to understand that, I wonder how you distill it. What do you understand his appeal to be? And how do you speak to his voters, or maybe people who just share his values but are open to something else?
Based on experience and
what experience? What experience?
No. In my heart, I know. In my soul, I know.
You don't have a soul.
The vast majority of us as Americans have so much more in common than what's.
Oh, shut up.
And I also believe that I am accurate in knowing that most Americans want a leader who brings us together as Americans.
You're a phony.
And not someone who professes to be a leader who is trying to have us point our fingers at each other.
How?
I think people are exhausted with that approach, to be honest with you.
They're exhausted. I mean, this is such an absolute travesty. And nobody pushes back. Nobody, these ice cream and puppy dog journalists, nobody pushes back on this. I had somebody on my show who was at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. She said it was her very first rally. And she said up until the point that Matthew Thomas Crooks pulled the trigger, she said she'd never been and felt somewhere where there was just an absolute feeling of acceptance, a feeling of true happiness. She said it felt like a love fest. She said, I never felt that before. Everybody had a great, welcoming, inviting. There was real diversity, not DEI fake pseudo forced diversity. Not woke DEI diversity. It was real diversity. You had old, young, white, black, purple, green, whatever. You had a gay, straight. It didn't matter. She said, and I dare you to find me. If you've ever been to a Trump rally, I know a lot of you guys have. And this whole BS about her saying people leave the Trump rallies. What a bunch of crap. What a bunch of crap that is. People leave her rally. Obama is known as the divider in chief. This swine that you see on your screen right now, this tentacled empty vessel, she actually stopped the crowd at the DNC when they chanted USA. She stopped them. I've said this many, many times. Not only do I think that she doesn't love America, not only do I think that she doesn't believe in America, not only do I think that she could give a rat's ass about America, I don't even think she likes America. I'm dead serious when I say this. I don't even think not only does she not care, she doesn't love, I don't even think she likes it. She doesn't even like it. She could, if she was given the same opportunity to run Rwanda or Morocco or Sudan or Guam, she would take it. She wouldn't care. She'd say the same crap. The people of Guam are sick and tired. The people of Sudan need to come together. It doesn't matter. She could be in any country. She just wants the throne. That's it. She is the worst kind of dictator. She is the worst kind of representative. She's the worst kind of politician. Unearned, unqualified, and only cares about one thing. Power and the retention of it. That's it. That's all she cares about. This is awful.
I think people want a leader who has common sense and tries to find common ground. I'm supported by over 200 Republicans
You mean
who worked for.
You mean common sense, like as in an actual border that protects America and keeps illegal cartel members and migrants from eating our pets and killing our American citizens? Is that common sense? Oh, how about common sense about, maybe giving law and order a chance, actually putting people away for committing atrocities? How about that common sense? How about common sense economic plans so I can actually afford groceries, so I can actually afford my energy bill, so I can actually take my kids on vacation without bankrupting myself? How about those common sense practices? Oh, here's a common sense practice. You want common sense? How about we don't shove down our children's throats these transgender woke ideologies and make them take life-altering puberty blockers before the age of consent without knowing a single thing about the long-term healthcare ramifications? Is that common sense enough for you? You lying ass dog. Give me LAD. She's the captain of LADs. Give me an LAD in the comments.
Both Presidents Bush, John McCain, and Mitt Romney. I'm supported by the former Vice President Dick Cheney, former Congress member Liz Cheney.
You've essentially listed the people who have zero credibility that every single American spits on. Liz Cheney, she lost her race by a margin of 60%. Mitt Romney is an absolute treasonous traitor, and everybody knows that. He's a loser. He's lost twice. How many times do you want a loser? You want us to listen to a loser? Are you out of your mind?
And I think people are more willing now, in light of the hate.
You see how she looks up and looks to the side? She doesn't believe in anything. She's just searching through years and years of pollution coming out of her esophagus. She's just searching for the right BS term, something that sounds like something. But that something that she thinks sounds like something is a capital N nothing.
And division that we see coming out of Donald Trump.
What division?
Hey,
what division?
Let's put country first.
What division? You don't put the country first. You're giving all our money away to fund your forever wars. What division? What are you talking about? Latinos in record-breaking numbers have come out for Trump. Asians in record-breaking numbers because they've been to communism. They know what communism feels like. You've got Chinese Americans, you've got Asian Americans across the board voting for Trump. We don't want to go back to communism. That's why we came here, to get away from communism. You've got African Americans in record-breaking numbers supporting Trump. What are you talking about? America first. You give all our money away to a war criminal.
And I think that just makes us stronger and more healthy as a country.
Just a bunch of made-up BS words.
To say, look, we can all debate our differences around, various policies.
Around what? Around what? She can't even say it. Around what? Around the economy? Around crime? Around the border? Around healthcare? Around mortgage? Around finance? Around geopolitical? Around foreign diplomacy? She can't even list it, y'all.
But let's stop with the division. Like, enough of that.
Oh, shut up. You are division.
And finally, as you introduce yourself to America in a new way, they've heard much of your story at the Democratic National Convention and in that debate earlier this week. If there's one thing that you wish Americans knew about who Kamala Harris is, that you don't think
this will
they
be
know
good.
Yet,
this will be good.
what would that be?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
It's not very different from.
Her first response is, this is an opportunity to tell Americans, maybe the 5 people that watch this station, I guess. This has gone viral, by the way. This is why I'm talking about this. And it's so important. She doesn't want anybody to know who she is. She doesn't want anybody to know the truth about who she is. This is why you guys, I get some comments. Nez, you ask people to like your video too much. Do you know why I say like the video? Do you have any effing clue why I say like the video? You think it's for me? I could give a rat's ass about me. When you tap the thumbs up, which is free, do it right now. It sends a signal. I know how these algorithms work. It sends a signal to the algorithm. And the algorithm, here, I'm the algorithm. People are liking this video. That means it must be good. Let's send it out to more people. This is about getting our country back. It's not about vanity. That's why I say tap the thumbs up. Otherwise, nobody's going to know the truth about this vermin. And they're going to vote for this empty sack bag of rocks. That's why I say it.
Anybody watching right now, I love my family.
You don't love anything.
One of my favorite things
You're a
that
fraud.
I lately have not been able to do is Sunday family dinner.
You're a fraud. You're phony. You're fake.
I have incredible friends.
No, you
My
don't.
best friend from kindergarten is still my best friend.
Nobody likes you. It's impossible. You don't care. You'd throw your friends under a bus, just like you threw the guy who gave you a chance. You threw him to the absolute gutter. You're going to make us believe that you care about your friends? The guy who put you in anywhere near the opportunity to hold the highest office in the land, you literally threw him to the gutter. You are Frank Underwood. I mean, Frank Underwood would look at you in awe, in awe. Your ruthlessness has no comparison. There's no comparison to it. Why do you think Fannie Cash Money G. Willis goes to her for mentorship? We've covered Fannie Willis a lot, and she is about as low as a LAD as you can get. This is her mentor.
I think that, I have a career that really, and I said it the other day.
She hasn't said anything. You've climbed the corporate mattress. That's it.
As a career prosecutor, I never asked a victim of crime, were they a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them is, are you okay?
Okay, that's not true, because if you saw my video of the poor guy who literally, had a brand new daughter. She's such a freaking LAD. It drives me crazy. She's such a liar and a phony. It drives me crazy. I did a video. I'll just give you the quick rundown. You can watch the video. It's on my channel. The guy said, I had a couple of pills in my car. The only reason was because I got in an accident and I needed them. They were prescribed. It was legit. But instead of having them in an actual pill bottle, I had them out. And cops pulled me over and they arrested me and da-da-da-da-da. My lawyer, went, and they said that this guy has had no previous rap sheet. She was the district attorney at the time in San Francisco. It's a brilliant story. And the judge threw it out, said, of course, dismissed all charges. And then Kamala Harris, because she can't take an L and she's all about climbing the corporate mattress, what does she do? She files another injunction against this poor guy to try to get him prison time away from his 2-year-old daughter. And you know what the judge said? The judge looked at Kamala Harris. He dismissed the charges again. But this time he looked at Kamala Harris and said, if I see this guy in my courtroom one more time, it's your ass. I'm coming after you. He said that directly to Kamala. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. I'm a prosecutor. You are the worst, most vilest form of individual that this country's ever seen. You are the worst, most cutthroat, ruthless politician I've ever witnessed. And I think anybody's ever witnessed. If she actually somehow gets in there, y'all, it's over. It's just all over.
And I think that's the approach that most Americans want, regardless of who they voted for in the last election.
You're nuts. You're nuts, and you're drunk.
Turning the page.
You're drunk. What new way forward? Turning the page. You wrote the book. You've had control for the last 4 years. What are you talking about? You wrote the book. What new page? What new chapter? I mean, this is absolute clinical insanity.
I imagine you're looking forward to cooking Sunday dinner again.
I am looking for it. I am looking forward to cooking. With the whole family gets involved, the kids each have their role.
Oh my God, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's so awful. My God, it is so awful. Okay, I told you I was going to share with you. Thank you. First of all, give me your thoughts on that. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, Nez, you just interrupted her the whole time. I can't do it. I can't listen to this and just be like, let me just listen to this. I can't. The pollution that exits this woman's mouth is the worst thing this earth has ever seen. You want to talk about depleting the rainforest? You want to talk about climate change? The climate change that this woman causes every time she opens her mouth is unprecedented. Nothing compares to the climate change that is caused by the pollutants coming out of this woman's mouth. Oh my goodness gracious. Stick around, by the way. I'm going to give shout outs to all super chats and new members. New members, you're going to love this channel. I promise you, we got the best membership, the best amenities, the best benefits ever. Also, get in touch with Jim Barron, Laura Tilford, and others so they can share with you a link to our members-only Discord. Also, in the community tab on our YouTube channel, you should see a link there as well. So I want to hear your thoughts on that. I want to hear your thoughts on what you just saw. And if it changed your mind about her at all. Did it help? Did it hurt? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm telling you right now, my fellow Americans, Nez Nation, the fallout from that utter train wreck of an interview is far worse than anybody thought. I'm going to share with you right now something so powerful. I do my due diligence. You guys know this. I do my own qualitative and quantitative research. My wife is the most brilliant researcher on planet Earth. And this is a mom and pop media organization. We are grassroots independent. This is why you get the truth here. And I'm telling you right now, what you're about to see is demonstrative of a downward spiral for the Kamala Harris campaign, as it should. I don't know how it's not even worse. Nate Silver, okay? Nate Silver, who is probably one of the most well-respected, I would say, probably one of the most well-respected pollsters out there. This is the most credible poll out there. Now has Trump at a 61 to 38% lead. A 61 to 38% lead. Now, I also want to say this because I always say this, right? And by the way, this is the Silver Bulletin. Okay, Nate Silver. Trump ticks back to being the 61% favorite. He gained 22 points since this interview came out. It gives Trump a 63% chance of winning Pennsylvania and a 52% chance at Michigan. Now, I always caveat all of this, right? I always caveat all of this by saying I don't trust the polls. Okay? But, and I want to caveat that caveat. When I say I don't trust the polls, it's sort of a psychological mechanism that I deploy for myself. Because one of the worst things that we could ever allow to happen, we are less than 53 days away from the most consequential election of our lives, is to be complacent or become complacent. When I see polls like this, I always give the caveat of Kobe, the Mamba Bryant's powerful, impactful, winning attitude statement when he was asked in a press conference, "Hey, Kobe, how come you're not smiling? You're up two games to love. You're up 2-0 in the finals, in the NBA finals." He says, "What's there to smile about? Is job finished? Job not finished. You think the job is finished? I don't think so. What's there to smile about?" It's going to take, my fellow Americans, Nez Nation, that kind of Mamba mentality to finally flush the toilet of Kamala Harris and everyone like her. It is going to take that kind of fighting spirit where Donald Trump gets hit with that bullet, gets right back up and shouts, "Fight, fight, fight." That's what he meant. I took that from him to mean never give up till my last breath. I'm not even going to get excited when they announce he's the winner. I am only going to celebrate when he puts his hand on that book, the great book, and says, "I, President Trump, vow faithfully to execute and follow the laws of the Constitution." That's the only time I'm going to get excited, when it becomes that official. That is a sign to me that we will finally get our country back. But if this is any indication, And again, I have scoured the earth. You know, I do my own research. I do my own due diligence. And I have looked at every single poll. This is the most credible, the most representative poll. And he is up 60-38. Popular vote, I don't know if that's accurate. I think still a lot of people, you know. And by the way, this time in 2020, those numbers were neck and neck. This time in 2016, Hillary was ahead and he won the election. The predicted electoral votes, Trump 276. Remember, you need 272 to win. And Kamala Harris 261. This is the most credible poll. But again, I issue the caveat. I am never going to stop fighting. I am never going to stop. I am never, ever going to celebrate. It is not the time to become complacent. Now is the time. I'm going to work 100x harder until the very, very last second it is known that this election is over. I mean, I'm going to work 100. I always work 100x, but I'm going to work even 200x harder up until the election because we need to. We have to. I've said this many times. A lot of people say too big to rig. It has to be. No. It can't be too big to rig. It needs to be impossible to rig. It needs to be impossible to rig. Too big to rig is not enough. These guys are ruthless hypocrites. They are ruthless, cutthroat. They would put their mother in the middle of a railroad track to win. We literally have to make it impossible. So, Nez, what does that mean? When you say impossible to rig, what does that mean? So, impossible to rig means you have got to get out there. You have got to get out. You've got to work at your local community level. You got to grab everybody by the collar. You got to grab your dog, your cat, your uncle, your grandmother, your neighbor down the street, your second, third, fourth removed in-law, cousin, I don't care. You got to grab the homeless guy on the street. You got to grab everybody and have them rent a bus, rent a shuttle, get them all to the voting booth. It has to be unprecedented numbers. It cannot be just too big to rig. Too big to rig, they're going to cheat. It has to be impossible to rig. The numbers have to be so astronomical. I mean, it should. I'm not going to say it will or it will be. I say it should be, not will be. Will be, I don't want to jinx it. It should be a landslide. I think even California and New York should go red. I don't think they will. It's highly unlikely that they will, but they should. It should be a landslide like Reagan 84. It should be a landslide. If everything is on the up and up and there isn't any hanky-panky, it should be an absolute landslide. So, just one more time. This is the most credible poll, the Nate Silver poll. The one that most people who know what they're doing go by. And after that horrific interview of nothingness, emptiness, vacuousness, and idiocy and lunacy, she's dropped major league. And by the way, let me just say this really fast. There were some rumors, and I shared with you some video footage of that. There was some rumors that she was livid, absolutely livid with her staff, yelling and going absolutely bananas at her staff. Why? Because she didn't receive a single bump after the so-called debate that she won. She didn't get a single bump after that. And so she was throwing things, apparently. It was getting out of control. I'm going to leave my X account. You got to follow me on X because I post so much stuff that I can't post anywhere else. So follow me on X. I am at Professor Nez on X. So make sure that you follow me there. Again, please make sure you tap that thumbs up because it helps us out with the algorithm. That's the only reason I'm asking, not for vanity. I don't care about likes. You look at me. I'm a 50-year-old man. You think I give a rat's ass about likes? I want to get our country back. So this helps us push our video out. So please do that right now. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it only takes a nanosecond. Just tap it right now. Please, we got to get our country back, y'all. So she was extremely upset, extremely pissed off because everybody said that she won the debate. She didn't win jack. She did not win jack. So I can't wait to hear from you. I throw this back off to you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you think? Was I wrong? Hey, Nez, you're wrong. Say I'm wrong. America's about the best idea wins. If you can convince me, say, Nez, you're wrong. She did an amazing job in that interview. Holy mackerel. I might have to question your cognitive ability. But if that's your take, I'm going to respect it. If you do it constructively, I don't respond to personal attacks ad hominem. That's not what this channel is about. But I do welcome all viewpoints, especially the left. I welcome all viewpoints. So convince me. Hey, Nez, you're wrong. By the way, I'm happy to be wrong. Why? Because there's a chance that she could actually win. God, I hate even saying that. I feel sick to my stomach even saying that. But there is a possibility. There is a possibility. As scary as that sounds, there is a possibility. I want to give a big shout out. So let me know in the comments. Big shout out to JB, our main mod. We got Jim Barron, Laura Tilford. They're the best mods in the business. I love you guys. Thank you, JB. It's so awesome to see you here. You know, I got to say something. I got to give a big shout out to my mods. My live streams are not always, planned out, days, weeks in advance. Hardly ever, as a matter of fact. I usually go live pretty impromptu and pretty spontaneously. And so, it's difficult sometimes being a mod of our channel, the Professor Nez channel, because, I don't expect you guys, I don't want you mods to feel too much pressure, but they're always here. They're always there. They're always professional. They're always doing it. They're always helping, no matter what time, day, night. Love you guys. We have the best mods in the business. Lainey Davis, thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. It is great to see you. Rios Family Garden, welcome for being a new member. Congratulations. Welcome. That is awesome. Don't forget, not only do you get access to our live stream giveaways, new members. Now is the time to be a member. I gave away over $300 worth of Amazon gift cards. I gave away shirts, hats, stickers, buttons, mugs. Not only do you get that, not only do you get top priority when we have guests on for live Q&A, we have amazing guests. We had Ashley Merchant on. We had the Fannie Willis whistleblower on. We got so many amazing guests coming on soon. I'm going to get the Pitbull Sadow. He told me he's going to give me an interview once this debacle is over. That is going to be amazing. Not only do you get that, but you also get access to our members-only Discord. So make sure that you get in contact with Laura Tilford or Jim Barron, or go to our community tab and you'll see the link that only members can see if you're a member on our YouTube channel for our members-only Discord. It is a thriving, amazing, fun, energetic, electric conversation happening there. I'm in there too. So come say hi. Performance Chip, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Demon Rat Word Salad. That's exactly what it is. It's a Demon Rat Word Salad. Chuck Kreina, CK in the house. Thank you so much, Chuck, for the $4.99 super chat. She lies about her own father. Yeah, her father was a Marxist professor. As Trump said, he taught her well. He taught her well. Probably one of the most Marxist professors out there. Look, they're destroying our country. They're destroying her. We can't have them eating the cats. How do you not love that guy? Performance Chip, thank you so much again for the $2 super chat. She said the exact same fake story in the debate. Exactly the exact same thing. Thank you so much. One Old Guy's Opinions. That might be the best YouTube channel name ever. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. So full of crap that her eyes are brown. 100%. 100%. Another one from An Old Guy's Opinion. I love Old Guy's Opinions. How do you not respect that? I know how to fix it because I helped break IT. Whoa, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I don't want to get on your bad side, that's for sure. Thank you, Old Man's Opinions. I love you. Psychological Projectionist. Wow, look at the people that come to our channel. These are amazing. I love these names. These are not this is such a beautiful blend of Americans. Love you guys. Liar Has Karma is an anagram of Kamala Harris. Well said. Thank you so much for the $2 pound. Appreciate you, Psychological Projectionist. That's awesome. Tavin Birdwell, thank you so much for the $1.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, brother or sister. I don't know. Sorry. One Old Guy's Opinion. Wow, you're amazing. $5 super chat. Blinken was one of the 51. Exactly. Well said. One old guy's opinion. Well said. Thank you so much. Jan Cott, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker, Jan. You rock. Thank you. Old guy's opinion. You're amazing. You're everywhere. Thank you again for the $2 super chat. Sinister Commie Comrade. Kamala. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Sinister Commie Kamala. You couldn't have said it better. I love the way you said that. Fletch, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She thinks she can get away with this because the media covers for her. Hopefully the American people know better. Yes. Fletch, this is part of the reason why I say tap the thumbs up, so we can get these videos out there. More Americans need to see this. When you have an informed citizenry, you have a citizenry that makes informed decisions. And when they make informed decisions, that benefits you, me, our entire country, the entire world, actually. The entire world, actually. So please, if you haven't already, make sure you do that. Thank you. One old guy's opinion. You are a myth, a legend, the man. I love it. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Smirky, cackly, wicked witch. Does someone have a bucket of water? I love this guy. I love you, one old guy's opinion. You're amazing. Bruce Banner. Hey, it's great to have you. I used to watch your show all the time. Thank you so much. My kids watch your show. Thank you so much, Bruce. I know this is supposed to be serious, but you got to do the Kamala laugh. I'm literally paying just to hear it. That's her laugh. It's the cackle. She's the cackler. I hope you like that, Bruce. That was just for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bruce. Old man's opinion. I love it. $2 super chat. Timothy the tampon. No balls walls. That's exactly right. Thank you, one old guy's opinions. You're amazing. God bless you. Performance Chip. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Tulsi. Yeah, Tulsi is amazing. I really, really am impressed with Tulsi. Thank you, Performance Chip. Tavin, again, thank you so much. Mom of active Army combat medic. This mom's worried. Tavin, I'm with you. God bless you. God bless your children who are in combat. God bless their service. Thank you so, so much. Even though this administration has made it abundantly clear that they don't appreciate anything, I want you to know something. The silent majority, all of us, well, I'm not so silent. We appreciate it. God bless you, and God bless your kids, and thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate you. This channel is really for you guys. This channel is really for the forgotten silent majority. This channel is for all Americans who understand this doesn't make any sense what's happening to our country. These guys are literally decaying our country, the fabric, the values and principles of the framers of our Constitution. Look, I'm not right or left. I'm not right or left. A lot of people get it twisted. Oh, Nez, you're like this right-wing nut job. I did a whole video on this. I'm a pragmatist. I'm a constitutional centrist, if anything. I believe in our country. I love America. I believe in the values and principles imbued by our framers. That's why we have the opportunity economy, which doesn't make any sense when she says it. They already created the opportunity economy by enlisting the free market, free enterprise. It's nuts what she says. Thank you, Tavin. Gramps, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She is not like Biden, as she is not an old fart. It sure looks like she is getting messages in her ear. Yes, that is absolutely 100% true. She is getting messages from her ear, almost word for word from the Gesundheit. Almost word for word from the Not a Debate. Absolutely, Gramps. Well said. Well said. She definitely had something that looked like an audio earpiece. I talked about this. And more than just that, just knowing who she is, knowing how absolute vile and detestable, and how she'll stop at nothing and she's willing to say and do anything, and she climbed the corporate mattress. I won't put it past her one bit. Thank you, one old guy's opinions. You are amazing. It's all horse beep. You're right. God, this guy, one old guy's opinions. You got to become a member, dude. They stole it once. They will try it again. Exactly. Illegal imports will be voting Democrat. Thank you so much, one old guy's opinion. You're amazing. Thank you for all the super chats and super stickers. Peter Ortiz. Holy macadamia nut, Peter. I love you, Peter. $50 super chat. When you look at Kamala, you're looking at the face of pure evil. 100%. And being with no empathy of sympathy for anyone. She reminds me of a mercenary I once interviewed. She will destroy anyone for money and power. I couldn't have said it better myself. Peter Ortiz, I love you, man. You are a brother. You are a sacred patriot. You're somebody that I just wish more Americans could instill the same ideas and just values. You're such an amazing dude. I love you, Peter. Thank you so, so much, brother. JB, Jim Barron, the best mod in the biz-naz with Laura Tilford. Thank you so much, Jim, for the gifted membership. You're amazing. Thank you, Jim. Chuck Kraina with another $4.99 super chat. Comrade is an idiot. She invented division. Well said. Well said, CK. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Kimberly, good to see you. Ashcraft, she keeps having to smack and swallow exactly by all the BS and lies she spews. Trump 2024. That's right. Kimberly, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Well said. Well said, Kimberly. ATX Vibes. Love the name of your channel. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. God bless. Just hopped in here, but in her interview, she wants to ban assault rifles, saying she had homicide cases. See what they've done, but Callie can't carry around guns, let alone walking around. Exactly. She's full of crap. She's full of boop, because you know what? She is the one who, there's video footage of this. We have receipts. She literally said, I support and will advocate for a mandatory gun buyback policy. So she's full of crap. She's when I say she's willing to say and do anything, she literally is. Thank you, ATX Vibes. Moni, thank you for this $9.99. I love you. Thank you, Moni. Thank you and the family for what y'all do. Much love from Texas. I love well, it's T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Well, it's a T for Texas, a T for Tennessee. And that poor old gal, boy, she made a fool out of me. So I love, one of my favorite singers is Jimmy Rogers. And Jimmy Rogers is one of the best. And I love that. Thank you, Moni. Appreciate you. Kathy, welcome to being a new member. I love you. Thank you so much. Chill Phil, $1.99 super chat. You're amazing. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate that. Ugh, I got to get going here because my daughter is having a little bit of a thing that I got to go to. Thank you, Chill Phil. You are amazing. Thank you so much. RB, thank you for the $10 super chat. Biden for Trump. You rock, Professor. You rock, RB. Thank you. Truffles, thank you so much for the $1.49 super sticker. You're awesome, Truffles. Really appreciate you. That rocks. The Town Crier. I love these names. You guys are so creative. Why does she want the federal government to act as a business lending bank? Exactly. Exactly. Because that's what they do. They give away all our money to fund Forever Wars and everything else that makes no sense. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Town Crier. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for being a part of this mission. We will never stop. We got to get our country back. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless